Well, good afternoon, everybody. I'm going to give a few seconds for just people to join in. I know we've got a lot of teacher groups, classrooms, families, and more set to join us for our Backyard Bio info session. So I'm going to give a few seconds. If you are joining us, let me know on YouTube where you're joining from. I'd love to hear about our classrooms and groups and where you're tuning in from. That'll be the place too where you guys can share questions with me at the end of the little presentation info session. I'll be happy to take any and all questions you guys have at the end. And note too, this is the first of several info sessions. Backyard Bio is a really big program we're going to be running for the first time in such a global capacity. So I'm really excited to find many ways to highlight all the cool stuff that's set to happen. With that, let me dive in and start my presentation. Thank you guys so much for being here, and let's get underway. All right. So folks, the Backyard Bio Global Nature Campaign. My name is Jesse, and I'm the lead for the campaign. I'm so excited to have the chance today to share a little bit about what Backyard Bio is all about, how you can take part from across the globe, and what other groups did to celebrate local biodiversity back in 2020 when we ran a pilot project of this in September. So let's get started. First and foremost, a little bit of background. The Backyard Bio campaign is an initiative of us here at Exploring by the Seat of Your Pants. We're a digital education nonprofit. We run 40 to 50 live, free, interactive broadcasts monthly with some of the world's top scientists and explorers. You can learn more about all our programs at exploringbytheseat.com on the bottom of this slide. Attached, I have some pictures of our YouTube channel where you can see all our past broadcasts. We have over 5 years of archived broadcasts there on any topic you can imagine. And right now, we're in the middle of our climate festival with 23 programs in 5 days from across the globe. So Exploring by the Seat of Your Pants is bringing the Backyard Bio Global campaign to you guys. For this May, we wanted to get you guys out of your classrooms though, or homes. I know it's been an odd year for education with a lot of hybrid learning models. We wanted to get you guys outdoors, moving to discover the world of local biodiversity just outside your door through a fun, easy, engaging, and social distance friendly activity. And that is what Backyard Bio is all about. So the central idea of the campaign is extremely simple. In May, whether alone or in groups, whether for the whole month or just 10 minutes as a classroom, as a family, whatever, we want you to get outdoors exploring. Observe all those local wildlife, all those local organisms that live close to you, plants, fungi, animals, more. Photograph or sketch what you find. So a lot of us have smartphones in our pockets. Maybe you guys have cameras. Maybe you hate photography and just want to draw what you discover. Doesn't matter. It's all a great way of documenting what lives near you. And then share it with the world. So that's it. So how do you go about sharing it? Well, we've got 3 ways that families and classrooms can take part. First and foremost is on social media. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever you like most, you can share anything you discover with hashtag BackyardBio. Not only do you get the chance to share then, but by using the hashtag, you can see all the other submissions from any other participants around the globe. In September, again, we ran a pilot version of this campaign, and here are just a few of the things our community shared with us. You've got Miss Foster's class. They joined in Alabama. You can see their kids getting out, enjoying local nature areas, exploring for Backyard Bio. On the right, we've got Miss Merrifield's class who joined us in Maine. It's just some of the amazing species that they had the chance to discover. And again, it runs the gamut of every single living thing that you can discover close to home. Fungi, animals, plants, more. It's a really wide world out there and lots to check out and discover. My favorite hashtag Backyard Bio moment was a family at home. You can see the tweet here, but this just highlights the fact that it's not just those charismatic, lovely species, not just the things with fur and feathers. It can be spiders, snakes, bats, centipedes, whatever might be a little bit frightening or unusual to you. You can use Backyard Bio as a springboard to go explore that, to go revel in it, to learn a little bit more. I absolutely love this tweet. So this was just one of my favorite moments in the entire campaign. All right. To dive in a little deeper, we're also encouraging all our partners and teacher networks to learn more about and to use the iNaturalist and Seek apps. So iNaturalist is the world's ultimate community of naturalists, amateur and professional around the globe. With the app, you can explore at a glance biodiversity locally and around the world. This is the worldwide total since the app has been launched. Over 56 million observations people have made of species near them, 314,000 species. So this is just people going out, taking pictures of things near them and uploading them to the app. It's super easy. You can do it on your phone. You can do it on your computer. It's a really, really amazing network. You can also see images captured by community members around the globe. So this is just an example of some of the species people have captured. But If you type in your location, if you type in a species into that bar on the app, you'll find everything that's been captured around the globe. And what's really cool about the iNaturalist app is that it's used by real scientists. So this is how we discovered it at Exploring by the Seat of Your Pants, is that scientists use the data that you guys collect through the app to actually inform their own research. Say you're a monarch butterfly researcher, like the picture in this slide. You can go out yourself and try and track monarch butterflies around Canada, Mexico, the United States, and see where they're migrating. Or you can rely on the images of people that happen to live in all those areas, capture those images, and you can get a sense of where monarchs are at various points of the season, all just from citizen science community data. And that's one of the coolest things about this, that you're not only exploring, but you're really helping real scientists in the field. In September, for our pilot project, we had 14,000 observations of 4,000 species submitted from 10 countries. We're aiming to go supernova with this, way bigger than that. So check out iNaturalist.org, and on our website, which we'll highlight a little bit later, there's ways that you can sign up for our iNaturalist project. One-click free registration to have all your images you capture in May as part of this project. Now, I want to highlight CCAP, which is sort of the spin-off of iNaturalist. For our teacher colleagues, it's really worth noting that iNaturalist does collect location data. And so iNaturalist themselves highlights that this should only be used by people that are 13 and over. If you have kids that are younger than that, you're going to want to take part as a teacher or as a parent, where you can sign up your group directly on the iNaturalist app, but not let your kids use it directly. We want to make sure that none of that location data gets out. iNaturalist supports this. We really want to drive that point home. And so as a backup, another way that you can take part is through the CCAP. And I love the CCAP. It's a truly amazing tool to learn more about what lives nearby. It is Pokemon Go for nature. So you go out with the CCAP, and their page I just showed a minute ago, if you go to CCAP on Google, you'll find this. There's a great little video highlighting all the ways you can use it. Basically, you go out with your camera. And if I take a picture of the blue jay that's in my front yard right now, it'll tell me not only that it's a blue jay, the algorithm will help me identify what I found, but it'll also tell me where everyone else in the world has taken a picture of a blue jay. It'll tell me all about the blue jay, everything that I'd ever want to know and more. And what I think is even cooler is that by doing this, I earn the bird badge. So it incentivizes nature learning and exploration. There's also a squirrel in my front yard right now. So if I take a picture of it, I earn the mammal badge. It is such a nimble and exciting tool. So iNaturalist and Seek, we're going to be highlighting these in more detail in the month to come. You can learn more at our website as well, but they're really, really fantastic tools being used by the government of Canada, governments of the United States, all sorts of amazing nature organizations around the world now because of how fantastic they are. Now, my favorite part of the campaign is the chance to connect with other groups around the globe directly. Right on the BackyardBio website, I've literally screenshot it right here for you guys. It's right down the homepage. You can register your group, be that a classroom, an eco club, a homeschool, and be put into teams with 3 or 4 others of similar age to share stories and images of all you discover. So imagine kids in Toronto with kids in Miami, Edinburgh, and Melbourne, all getting to revel and showcase their local wildlife and discover what else exists worldwide from their peers. So your kids actually get the chance to lead the conversation, to highlight what they've discovered, to, showcase their own passion and love for the natural world. I think that's just such a spectacular opportunity. When we did this in September, you can see some of the feedback that we got from teachers. This is an Alberta, a Newfoundland, and Ontario class all getting together to share stories and pictures. This group was so keen that they actually kept in touch after the campaign was officially done. So you have the chance to share stories and ideas with classrooms for months to come. We put you in touch directly. We give you guys a bunch of tools and tips on how you can best connect with other classrooms. And from there, the world is your oyster. We love when classes gather for a video call like this. And we had several examples of this where kids took part. They shared images. Here's another group of 4 classes, and you can check this out on our YouTube page. Classes in Maine, British Columbia, Ontario, Connecticut, sharing pictures, telling stories of what they discovered. It's just the most neat opportunity, I think, of the whole campaign. Right now, we are just starting to really blast out advertising about BackyardBio. It's coming in May, so about 6 weeks away. Get ready. And already, we have 90 groups signed up from 7 countries. We've got classes in Ecuador, Tanzania, Cameroon, Paraguay, Turkey, and more, not to mention our slew of American and Canadian classrooms that is the bulk of our network. So the success of this campaign depends on you. The more classes that sign up, that register, that want to take part, the more chances we'll have to partner groups from around the world with one another. So head back to that website, check out that registration link, and sign up today. All right. Also on our site, beyond the main ways of taking part, there are so many ways that you can keep the learning going. Our resources page on backyardbio.net has activities to keep your kids engaged, excited, active, and conserving wildlife. They're easy, they're simple, one click and you're in. It's not an overwhelming page. There's some beautiful examples from some of our partners here at Exploring by the Seat of Your Pants, so check those out. There's so much to discover, from how-to videos to how to build a bat box. You've got how you can help save rainforests by writing a letter and more. It's just really a fun time. And finally, there's posters. If you're a partner of ours and you want to inspire your network through a social media post, we have these posters on our resources page. If you're a teacher and you want to get your kids out observing and figuring out what they found with a classroom observation chart, that's all on our website. You can download the PDF, download the PNG file. If you want to reach out to us at ebtsoip@gmail.com, so our basic email, all our teacher network will know that already. You can inquire about more posters. We can make anything on the fly for you guys. We're really excited to inspire people with a lot of neat ways that they can get out and explore, and highlight that nature exploration really is for everybody. It doesn't take a lot of time. An average student who goes out and spends just 10 minutes in their literal backyard, on a local forest or stream, wherever they want to go, will likely find about 10 species. If every one of the kids that we had on for our broadcast did that, we would make over 1 million observations. So a really exciting opportunity to get out there, explore all the living things near you, and have a great time. So that's basically it for me. I mean, that is the essence of the campaign. I'm really excited to have shared all that with you guys, just 10 quick minutes. And so if you guys have any questions for me, again, we've got groups joining from around Canada, the US, and beyond. Type in the chat bar, let me know, and I'll spend the next 10, 15 minutes answering your questions. Anyone can also email me at my email at jesse@exploringbytheseat.com, which I'll put in the chat bar right now. Perfect. There you go. Welcome in, Miss McGrath, homeschooling in Toronto at Miss Erickson's class. So Miss Erickson's class, they're joining us in Connecticut. Thanks, Miss Erickson, for the question. Not posting on social media. So this is something, the reason that we've done 3 different ways that classrooms can take part is for exactly this. Some groups are not going to want to use iNaturalist. It's going to be too tech heavy for them. They're not going to want to download the new platform. Some teachers are very familiar with social media. So if you are and you want to do it that way, fantastic. If your kids aren't allowed to post on social media, but you as a teacher are, you're welcome to take their pictures and share them on behalf of your class. That way the kids aren't actually sharing them. That way there's no location data captured, but we still get a sense of what you showcased. If you don't want to use social media at all and are really keen on Seek or iNaturalist or those direct classroom connections, fantastic. So many different ways of taking part means that hopefully there's something for every single group involved. And one of the things that's worth noting too is if you register your classroom on the Backyard Bio site, you don't need to opt into that classroom connections. If you don't want to connect with others, if you just want to learn more about the campaign and how to get involved and get those resources sent right to your inbox, you can say no, that you don't want to connect with anyone else, and we'll happily do that. So most of our groups are connecting in that way, but there's plenty of options out there. Great question, Ms. Erickson. If anyone else has any, please do keep sharing. Again, 10, 15 minutes or so, I'm going to hang around and answer anything you guys might have. September was our pilot project. So in September, we had 120 classrooms register from across North America. It was really exciting, way beyond our wildest dreams, and sort of launched the plans for this big May Backyard Bio Spectacular. So right now, just as a note for all our people tuning in, we've got partners on 6 continents between our teacher networks, between new groups that I've sought out to take part in the campaign, between some of the amazing speakers we've had across the globe. So we're really hoping to foster more of those really international connections. Recently, we put a class in Cameroon in touch with a class in Ontario. They're sharing eco club ideas and how to actually make the world a bit better place. Thanks, Tim, for joining in on YouTube as well. And Ms. Erickson, collaborative sessions again. Yeah, so this year we're hoping for, so Ms. Erickson's class was one of the 4 classes involved in that YouTube showcase where they all connected together. And it was really fantastic as a pilot test idea. They were some of the most stalwart groups we had. This year we're hoping for well over 1,000 registrants. And so we're going to put groups together to highlight and work together and do those video calls independently. We will pick some of the classes that are really, the most engaged, the most exciting, and do live on camera Exploring by the Seat of Your Pants YouTube programs with the 4 classes. So that's to be determined. We'll probably be doing that in early June after the May campaign is wrapped up officially. But we're really excited to get some of you guys on camera because we have some truly amazing and stalwart classrooms and groups from around the world. So yeah, great question. Miss Hodder, welcome in, Miss Hodder, joining in Calgary. How the classes are matched. So no prearranged time commitment. Now, I must stress, with Connecting Classrooms, it is a one-man show. So depending on how many we get, it's going to be a big bulk of my time throughout April and May. We're hoping most classes will register in April. That'll give me more time to actually put them together one by one. The classes will be age-linked. So we're not going to have a grade 12 class with a kindergarten class. And that is the obligatory phone call during every video broadcast in the background. So I'm going to turn that off, as otherwise it'll go straight to message. And then I'll continue answering that question. All right, and we're back. So we're going to put classes together. Oh, it's still going. I don't know how to hang up a phone, apparently. It had to happen. It was inevitable, really. So we're going to partner classes together that are the same age. Grade 12s will now be partnered with kindergarten classes. And what we're going to do is with each group, we're going to highlight where people are joining from, where their class is, sort of what we did in September, and highlight some ways that they can get in touch. Different classes have different technological capacities. As we also link groups from around the world, people are on very different time zones. So we don't want to specify anything particular, just highlight that if you want to share pictures in an email, if you want to gather for a video call, here are some ways and tips and tricks that you can do that best. Some classes are going to be getting out every single day. If September is any indication, some classes might only get out once for 10 minutes. And that is fine, no matter what happens. So hopefully all the groups end up going really, really well. Hard to figure that out ahead of time, but I hope that that works for everybody as we put people together. All right. Let's see. Oh, no more questions just yet, but please do keep sharing. I'm trying to think of other big frequently asked questions we've been getting. So one of the info campaigns or sessions I'll do a little bit later on is, again, on iNaturalist and Seek. So just as a bit of a backdrop on this was new to us at Exploring by the Seat of Your Pants last summer. So there is a tiny bit of a learning curve. It's fairly easy to get registered. If you go to iNaturalist.org, you can register your class lickety-split right on as a teacher, as a parent, whatever you'd like. Students that are over 13 can make their own iNaturalist accounts too. We had classrooms in Wisconsin that were grade 11 kids. They absolutely loved using iNaturalist independently, and you can certainly do that. So iNaturalist.org, it's easy to make an account. It takes 5 minutes. From there, and I'll try and bring this up on a banner for everybody, there is a project page for BackyardBio. So basically, you're on iNaturalist, you've registered an account, now you want your submissions to count towards the BackyardBio final total. Well, you'll need to go to iNaturalist.org/projects/BackyardBio. This is on our website. It's really easy to find, and you can register your group or as a person right there. That means that any observation you capture during the entire month will automatically become a part of the campaign. If you don't register for the project, great. You're using iNaturalist, you're having a lot of fun, but it won't actually count towards our final total. I mentioned in September, we had those 14,000 observations. The only way that we know that is if people actually register for the project. So do check that out. It's a really neat way of taking part. Yes, Miss McGrath noted, you can send your Seek items to iNaturalist. So I was going to do a later campaign sort of info session on this because it's a little bit more in depth. But if you have a Seek account, there is a way to link it to your iNaturalist account. On the resources page of BackyardBio.net, there's info pages on this. So Seek, iNaturalist have really great teacher guides on how to use these most effectively with your classroom and to link things like that. So check those out. Again, BackyardBio.net, I think it's just BackyardBio.net/resources, but let me pull that up for you guys. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So I'll pull this up in a banner for everyone to check out. And that's a really neat option. So with Seek, it doesn't collect data. So if your classroom uses Seek, it's amazing. You're going to love it. But if you get 10,000 observations on Seek through the month, we'll have no idea of that. There's no way of actually linking that to BackyardBio unless you connect your Seek account to an iNaturalist account. That's like BackyardBio's Specs 2.0. So check that out on the resources page. There's lots of ways to learn more about that. It's fantastic. I'm glad you brought that up, actually, Ms. McGrath. So no need to apologize. That's great. What else is really important and worth noting? You know, for me, it's the excitement of actually getting out and looking at the world in a new way. You know, BackyardBio was my baby back in September, and even for me, doing it to try and inspire classrooms, I learned more about my own neighborhood. There was a bird that I used to just call that pretty bird. Now I know it's a red-breasted nuthatch. And so when I go around the block, I can identify species that I never knew before because of my experience in BackyardBio. I can listen to bird calls and know what's out there. I can see a leaf and know that it's a certain kind of maple versus another. And so my own experience of nature is enriched by the act of actually getting out and observing more closely. And I hope that that's the experience of all our participants this May. Again, 10 minutes, spend that time, peer through grass blades, lift up rocks, listen for bird calls. You'd be amazed at how much you discover anywhere on this planet. There's so much life out there. And so the goal is to make you guys a little more aware of that and excited about it, and then to have that chance to lead that conversation and share directly with people around the globe. We love experts here at Exploring by the Seat of Your Pants. It's so amazing to have the chance to bring in incredible scientists, explorers around the globe to share their passion, to share their expertise. And we love that. That's our bread and butter here. But the chance to have a kid who's 10 years old talk about the fact that they found a moose for the first time, or lifted a rock and found a ant queen, that sort of thing is really magical. It was my own experience getting out in nature that led to all my career now. Joe can certainly say the same thing. I mean, getting out and exploring is a really fundamental element of learning to love and cherish the natural world. And so hopefully Backyard Bio leads to that for a lot of our participants. I'm going to give a couple more minutes for questions if anyone has any. Thank you so much, Ms. Hodder. Oh, Ms. Katsko's got a question. Sorry, you shared that a minute ago. If you have a question about something they see and can't find the answer about, yes. So iNaturalist and Seek are incredible. Seek's algorithm will know 99% of what you find. It's very unlikely that if you use Seek and you take a picture, it will not know what it is. iNaturalist is even better for that, because not only does it have the algorithm, but it has the entire community behind it. So I took a picture that I had no idea what the creature was. I put it out on iNaturalist, and the algorithm suggested something. I was like, I don't think that's what that is. And you just put it out to the network, and people will help you identify it. It's one of the central features of iNaturalist, that people can help identify what people have discovered from around the world. So I've had conversations with scientists, like hardcore biologists around the world, helping me figure out what I found. That's amazing. I mean, when I was a kid, I would have died to have that opportunity, and iNaturalist has it built right in. And truly, if you do that, if you send it to iNaturalist or send it out to social media and no one helps you, send it to us personally. We will find you an answer. We will track down biologists at the edges of the earth to get you that answer of what you found. So thanks, Ms. Katsko. Hopefully that helps. And I hope that, I hope you guys do find some things that you have no idea what they are. I think that's half the fun of getting out there and learning. So great question, guys. Again, I'll give it a few more minutes. We're at the 22-minute mark. A note too for all our teachers, if you haven't seen out our Climate Fest yet, it's amazing. We did 4 programs today. We've got an additional 19 over the course of the next 4 days. So incredible climate scientists and explorers from around the globe. Hopefully you get a chance to check that out in person. Thanks again for all the feedback tuning in today, guys. Again, I'll bring up BackyardBio.net. It's our one-stop shop. It's our website. It's where you can register, learn all of this stuff. Our resources page I'm particularly proud of. Lots of great educational activities to do with your classroom to keep learning going, get inspired, take action. And then iNaturalist.org, Projects Backyard Bio is how you register on the Backyard Bio site. All right. Thanks, Ms. Katsko. Thanks, Ms. Erickson, for the nice feedback. That's lovely. What else is really worth noting? We'll be doing more info sessions, and you can also check out our past Backyard Bio programs on our YouTube channel. So subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've got, I think, well over 3,000 broadcasts we've run over the last 5 years there. So great topics, great inspiration for Backyard Bio. In April and May as well, we're going to be featuring biologists from all around the world talking about cool species, where they live locally, building you guys up for the Backyard Bio campaign. So I'm so excited for you guys to tune in for that, learn more that way as well. And of course, as any of you know, all of you know, you can email me at, oh, it disappeared, Jesse@exploringbytheseat.com. And I will get you an answer about anything you're keen on about the campaign in probably like an hour. Hopefully that all helps. So guys, I'll leave it there. Thank you guys so much. I'll bring up my email again. So if anyone wants to email me with more questions after this info session, please do. The next one I do will not have a phone call in the middle of it. I solemnly swear. And I look very forward to seeing you guys all soon. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye for now, everyone.